Hi everyone. So we're on another lesson in the trig unit. This is the sine law. So with oblique, so this means that there's no right angled triangles in the triangle. So we cannot use SOHCAHTOA in any triangle that doesn't have one right angle. So for non-right angle triangles, so there's no 90 degrees in it, we can use two laws, either the sine law or cosine law. Today we're going to talk about the sine law. So the sine law, when we have angle A, to represent angles, we use uppercase letters, and then to represent sides, we use the lowercase. So angle A, and then the side that represents that angle is the one that's across from it. So then we have little a. If we have angle C, across from it, we have little c. And then if we have angle B, across from it, we have little b. So in this lesson, we'll examine the sine law. So the capital letters represent angles and the lowercase letters represent the opposite sides. So opposite of those angles. And this is the sine law right here. So if I have the side A over sine of angle A, we have got side B over sine of angle B equals side C over sine angle C. So note, when solving problems using the sine law, we only use two ratios. So if I go back to this page, you only need to have two of these. You don't have to have a third one. Another thing, this is a type of triangle that we would use the sine law with because there's no right angles. There's no 90 degrees in any of these angles of the triangle. So solve for the unknown, we're going to round to one decimal place. So my angle, or the side length of the unknown, is the A, which is across from my big A, which represents the angle of 29 degrees. Then I've got my angle B of 55 degrees, and across from that, I've got my little b of 25. So we're going to solve for the unknown here, which is A. I put it into the sine law equation, so A over sine angle A, which is 29, B over sine angle B, which is 55, and then we're going to do the cross multiply and divide in again. So we cross it over, we multiply those two together, and then we divide by what's left. So I've got 25 times sine 29 divided by sine 55. This gives me 14.8. When you're going to enter this into the calculator, so when we put it into the calculator, so you can use the decimal scientific calculator. So we're going to go 25 times sine 29. So 25 times sine is right here, 29. We can then put this in brackets. If you enter another bracket and then you go divide, it will put all of this over top, and then we'll put the sine 55 down there. Sine 55. This gives us 14, and then we're going to round to one decimal, so 14.8, which is what we have here. Okay, and then example 1, part B. So we've got a different triangle. We've got this side, which is 72, and across from it is angle B. So this is little b. And then I've got this side, which is 42, and then across from it is angle A. Angle A is what we want to calculate here. So I've got little a, so side A is 42 over sine A equals 72 over sine 33. We're going to cross these two, we're going to multiply them together, and we divide by what's left. So I got 42 times sine 33 divided by 72. If you put this into the decimals calculator, you'll get 0.317706138. So this here, we still have sine on this side. So going back to the previous lesson, we need to bring it to the other side. So we're going to do the sine inverse. Remember, on your decimals calculator, it's under the function sine inverse. So I'm taking a sine inverse of this. This is going to give me angle 19. degrees. Okay, example 2. So we want to find out for the unknown, which is b. To find out for that, what we need to do is we know this angle, we need to know this, and then we also need to know this another side length. So if we have this side length, which is little a, I need to know what this is. If you're given two angles inside a triangle, you can always find the third angle by taking 180, because all of these will add up to 180. So we go 180, subtract 48 plus 25. That's going to give me 107 here. Okay, then I'm going to use it for little b over sine 48, 36 over sine 107. We cross these two over and multiply. So remember, we're always starting where we start to cross the multiply is the side of where the unknown. So it's either going to be the top or the bottom. But since b is the unknown, we're going to start here at the bottom. We're going to cross this over and multiply it with the 36, and then divide it by what's left. So divide by sine 107. This gives us 28 centimeters. So example 3, Malcolm and Jeff stand approximately 50 meters apart on level ground. That means that Jeff, Jay, and Malcolm, between them here, that's 50 meters. Above them is a Remax hot air balloon. So Jeff measures the angle of elevation to the balloon to be 58 degrees. So from Jeff, it is 58 degrees from the ground. And then from Malcolm, he measures that his angle to be 41 degrees. So this angle here is 41. How far is Jeff from the balloon? So we're trying to find out x here. So how far Jeff is from B. So we need to find out the missing angle inside. So whenever you have two angles, make sure you're trying to find the third angle. So we take 180 and we subtract these two added together. This gives me 81 for this angle. So if I have 81 and 50, because we need to at least know one side length, so then we've got 50, we're going to use this angle across, and then x, and then the angle across from which is 41. So we put it into the sine law equation, and then we cross the sine 41 over, times it by 50, and divide by what's left. This gives me x is 33 meters.